Hi everybody, it's Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy, and I'm here for you today with my Angel Inspiration video. So my Angel Inspiration video is basically where, so part of the work that I do is in connecting with the angelic energy and passing along messages from the angels. And so this is what I use for the Angel Inspiration is I connect with what are the messages that people need to know right now. So I'm going to connect with those messages for you to help to deliver that. But make sure that you guys, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, it would be really helpful to me if you would subscribe to that. And that is, if you just search under Christy Waters Forsyth, you should be able to find it. I don't have a specific name for the channel just yet because I need more subscribers. So you guys could help me out a lot with that because it's my newer channel that I switched over to. By subscribing, you also will be able to catch all of my videos that I am going to be sharing. And I will have, I know I've been a little slow with some of these videos that I had to do for April with the tarot scopes. Those will be better in May. I've learned some lessons through the process. It has been such a challenge getting these videos and refilming them and getting them up and all of that stuff. So thank you guys so much for being patient with me and patient with the learning curve of that. But in May, they will be up much sooner so that you'll be able to connect with those. So make sure that you stop over to my YouTube channel so that you can watch those and so that you can subscribe and all of that. So make sure that you say hi if you're watching. I would love to hear from you, whether it's live or on the replay. Yeah, make sure that you say hi. So I want to talk today. I'm just feeling really compelled to talk about us staying in our own lane of life. You know, I think so many of you guys are light workers or helpers or healers, and what I think that we can tend to do is get caught up in other people's stuff. You know, we can want to rescue people. We can worry about people. We can want to fix people. We can even want to control people. You know, we can look at people and go, oh, I don't like the way that they're handling things. I don't like the way that they're doing that. So I'm going to worry about it, or I'm going to try to control it, or I'm going to try to manipulate that so that they make the changes that I want them to make. And, you know, I think that there's great benefit in us helping people out, right? And doing things to support people and loving people. But I also think that it's really important that we're staying in our own lane as often as possible, because you have a life path and you have your best life path, right, set up for yourself. And whenever you're tuning into the intuition, it's showing you the way and it's helping you to live your best life path. But every time that you step into somebody else's life path, you are stepping out of your own life path. You know, you are stepping out of that lane of your best life. And I think that it's really important that we try to stay in our own lane as often as possible, that we're not trying to control it, because those people that we're worrying about or that we're trying to control or that we are trying to like rescue, right? There's a lot of rescuing happening and or that we try to do. And every time that we do that, we are preventing them from living their best life. Yes, help them. Yes, support them, but don't try to drive their car. You know, let them drive their car, even if they're struggling, even if they're in a really rough place. And this is really difficult to do, right? Because we look at people who are struggling and we're just like, we can see so many things that they could be doing that would better their life. But the problem is that they've got to live their life path, and they have free will and they can make decisions. And who are you to decide what's going to be best for them? You know, at the end of the day, each and every one of us is going to, if we're tapping into that intuitive voice, if we're tapping into our soul, we're going to make the best decisions for ourselves. And so we have to honor that, and we have to allow other people to make decisions for themselves as well. And, you know, if you're worried for somebody, the very best thing you can do is to not worry about them, because, you know, like I've said before, you're just sending a bunch of shitty energy their way. Every time you worry, you're basically screwing them over, because you are sending out these energy bombs of exactly the things that you don't want to happen. So what you want to do is, Instead, pray for them, or if prayer's not your thing, send them light, surround them in light. A lot of times when I think about sending people light, I'll actually imagine this ball of light that I'm sending to people, and so I'll create this ball of light through visualization, because visualization is a really powerful tool, and then I'll imagine just wrapping them in that light, because a lot of times when people are struggling, they are not connected to their light and they need light, and that's the very best thing that you can do for somebody who is struggling. And it can be very hard to watch and to step back and not do that, but that is the very best thing that you can do, and allow yourself to get back on with your life. Because how many times too are we using that as a conscious or unconscious distraction from doing the stuff that we need to do? You are here to live your best life too. You are here to do amazing things, and you have a plan for your life too. And every time you step out of your lane, you're not living that life. You're not doing the things that you need to do. So get back in your own lane, focus on yourself, focus on your growth, focus on your development, give love, give prayers, give support, but stay in your own lane. And the other part of this is, just using this car analogy, are you in the driver's seat of your own life as well? Because how many times are we not? Like if I'm driving in a real car, I like to be the passenger, right? Because, I'm just easily distracted, right? So it doesn't make me at times the best driver. But so I like to be in the passenger seat so I can look at I get distracted by the pretty trees or the birds or the animals or whatever it is that we're driving by, the squirrel, whatever. So for me in real life, I like to be the passenger, but energetically in my own life, I like to drive my car. And I think ideally we want to be driving our car, and so thinking about what's really driving your car in your life. Are you letting fear drive your car? Are you living a very fear-based life where fear is just controlling every decision that you're making, or most of your decisions, and you're just constantly living in this fear? Because that feels awful, and you're going to feel awful, and you're going to feel disconnected from God, the divine, the universe, whatever you call that, and you're going to feel bad because you're not in the driver's seat of your life, and you're supposed to be. You are meant to be in the driver's seat of your life. And so, so letting worry drive that, or even other people. Sometimes we just easily and effortlessly step into the passenger seat of our life, and then years later we take a look at that and we go, what happened to to the past 10 years, Where was I? Who was I? Was I living the life that I wanted to live, or was I living the life that somebody else wanted me to live? And so you've got to step in and drive that car. And it might mean that you're saying to those people in your life who are trying to drive your car, hey, listen, back off. Get the hell out of the driver's seat and let me drive, because this is my life, and I'm going to listen to my intuition, and I'm going to listen to my soul, and I'm going to let that be the driving force in my life. That's so, so important. And I'm going to be authentically me, because if the authentic you is driving your car, you are going to do amazing things for your life. You're going to live your best life, because that authentic you is exactly who God created you to be. It's exactly the person that you need to be to do the things that you wanted to do here in this life. I truly believe that before we come here, map out certain things in our life, and we have intentions, and we, have certain lessons that we want to learn, and we have certain goals that we have, and things like that. And so we have that map, right? And our intuition is helping to show us where to go next on the map. And when you are just being yourself and being authentically you and in that driver's seat of your life, you have everything that you need to just live that life that you intended for yourself, to grow in the ways that you wanted to grow, to accomplish the things that you wanted to accomplish. And so that's a really, really beautiful thing. So stay in your own lane. Find a way to get back into that driver's seat of your life. Notice when you're not, and kick whatever else is in that driver's seat out, and live your very best life. So thank you guys so much for watching today. If this resonates with you, or if there's somebody that you think this would resonate with, make sure that you share this video. Again, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel under Christy Waters Forsyth. And if you want to learn more about me or about Clarity by Christy, you can check me out at discoveryourawakening.com. I'll see you guys soon with another video. Take care.